Welcome back, everyone. We are so happy you're here today. If you are learning English, you're in the right place. Today's topic is simple, useful, and very real. Talk about your school day. Think about your day at school. What do you do first? Who do you talk to? What classes do you have? Today, we will learn how to talk about all of that in easy English. Before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us, and it helps you learn more English every day. Alright, let's begin. Listen carefully. My school day starts early. I wake up at 7 a.m. I get dressed, eat breakfast, and go to school. Good. Now let's talk about it. So, the first phrase is, my school day starts. Repeat after me. My school day starts. My school day starts. Very good. You can say, my school day starts at 8 a.m. My school day starts at 9 a.m. Now you try. Say your sentence. Great job. Now listen again. I wake up at 7 a.m. I get dressed and eat breakfast. Let's break this into small parts. First, I wake up. Repeat, I wake up. Again, I wake up. Good. Example. I wake up at 6 a.m. I wake up at 7:30. Now you try. Nice. You're doing very well. Next phrase, I get dressed. Repeat, I get dressed. Again, I get dressed. This means you put on your clothes. Example, I get dressed quickly. I get dressed and go to school. Now you say it. Perfect. Next, I eat breakfast. Repeat, I eat breakfast. Again, I eat breakfast. Example, I eat breakfast at home. My breakfast is simple. My quick breakfast is a banana. Good. That sounds natural. Now let's listen again. I wake up at 7 a.m. I get dressed and eat breakfast. Now let's say it together. Great job. Now let's continue the school day. Listen. I go to school by bus. I meet my friends at school. Let's talk about this. First, I go to school. Repeat, I go to school. Again, I go to school. You can add. I go to school by bus. I go to school by car. I go to school on foot. Now you try. Good job. Next, I meet my friends. Repeat, I meet my friends. Again, I meet my friends. Example. I meet my friends in the morning. I meet my friends at the school gate. Now you say it. Very nice. Now listen again. I go to school by bus. I meet my friends at school. Let's say it together. Great. You're improving already. Now let's move to classes. Listen. My first class is math. Then I have English class. Let's break it down. First, my first class is. Repeat, my first class is. Again, my first class is. Example. My first class is math. My first class is science. My first class is English. Now you try. Excellent. Next, then I have. Repeat, then I have. Again, then I have. Example. Then I have English. Then I have history. Then I have art. Now you say it. Good. Now listen again. My first class is math. Then I have English class. Let's repeat together. Nice work. Now let's make a short dialogue. Listen. A. What is your first class? B. My first class is English. A. What do you have next? B. Then I have math. Now let's practice. Repeat after me. What is your first class? My first class is English. What do you have next? Then I have math. Great job. Now let's continue the school day. Listen. I listen to my teacher. I take notes and answer questions. Let's learn these phrases. First, I listen to my teacher. Repeat. I listen to my teacher. Again, I listen to my teacher. Example. I listen carefully. I listen and learn. Now you try. Good. Next, I take notes. Repeat, I take notes. Again, I take notes. This means you write important things. Example. I take notes in class. I take notes in my notebook. Now you say it. Very good. Next, I answer questions. Repeat, I answer questions. Again, I answer questions. Example. I answer the teacher's questions. I try to answer. Now you try. Nice. Now listen again. I listen to my teacher. I take notes and answer questions. Let's say it together. Great job. Now let's talk about break time. Listen. At break time, I talk with my friends. We eat snacks. First phrase, at break time. Repeat, at break time. Again, at break time. Example. At break time, I relax. At break time, I talk with friends. Now you try. Good. Next, I talk with my friends. Repeat, I talk with my friends. Again, I talk with my friends. Example. We talk about school. We talk about games. Now you say it. Nice. Next, we eat snacks. Repeat, we eat snacks. Again, we eat snacks. Example. I eat a sandwich. I eat fruit. I drink juice. Now you try. Great. Now listen again. At break time, I talk with my friends. We eat snacks. Let's repeat together. Excellent. Now let's continue. Listen. I have lunch at school. Then I go back to class. First, I have lunch. Repeat, I have lunch. Again, I have lunch. Example. I have lunch at 12. I have lunch with my friends. Now you try. Good job. Next, I go back to class. Repeat, I go back to class. Again, I go back to class. Example. I go back to class after lunch. I go back and study. Now you say it. Very good. Now listen again. I have lunch at school. Then I go back to class. Let's say it together. Nice work. Now let's talk about the end of the day. Listen. My school day ends at 4 p.m. I go home and do my homework. First, my school day ends. Repeat, my school day ends. Again, my school day ends. Example. My school day ends at 3. My school day ends at 5. Now you try. Good. Next, I go home. Repeat, I go home. Again, I go home. Simple and useful. Now you say it. Great. Next, I do my homework. Repeat, I do my homework. Again, I do my homework. Example. I do my homework in the evening. I do my homework after school. Now you try. Excellent. Now listen again. My school day ends at 4 p.m. I go home and do my homework. Let's repeat together. Amazing. Now, let's do a full short story. Listen carefully. My school day starts at 8 a.m. I wake up at 7 a.m. I get dressed and eat breakfast. I go to school by bus. I meet my friends. My first class is math. Then I have English. I listen to my teacher and take notes. At break time, I talk with my friends and eat snacks. I have lunch at school. After lunch, I go back to class. My school day ends at 4 p.m. I go home and do my homework. Now let's practice step by step. Repeat after me, one sentence at a time. My school day starts at 8 a.m. I wake up at 7 a.m. I get dressed and eat breakfast. I go to school by bus. I meet my friends. My first class is math. Then I have English. I listen to my teacher and take notes. At break time, I talk with my friends. I eat snacks. I have lunch at school. I go back to class. My school day ends at 4 p.m. I go home and do my homework. Wow, that was great. You did it. Now, let's try a simple conversation. Listen. A. What time does your school day start? B. My school day starts at 8 a.m. A. What do you do in class? B. I listen to my teacher and take notes. A. What do you do at break time? B. I talk with my friends and eat snacks. Now repeat after me. What time does your school day start? My school day starts at 8 a.m. What do you do in class? I listen to my teacher and take notes. What do you do at break time? I talk with my friends and eat snacks. Very good. That sounds natural. Now let's review key phrases. Repeat after me. My school day starts. I wake up. I get dressed. I eat breakfast. I go to school. I meet my friends. My first class is. Then I have. I listen to my teacher. I take notes. I answer questions. At break time. I talk with my friends. I eat snacks. I have lunch. I go back to class. My school day ends. I go home. I do my homework. Excellent work today. You are learning step by step, and that is perfect. Keep going. Practice every day. Speak out loud. Don't worry about mistakes. Mistakes help you learn. Before we finish, we have a question for you. Tell us in the comments, what is your favorite class at school? We would love to read your answers. Thank you for learning with us today. See you in the next lesson.